Om, my deepest salutations to all the dear friends and subscribers of Sreedhareeyam Channel. Today, let's discuss a very important matter. We will talk about something that we often overlook, the transit of the Vishwaguru, which is Brihaspati Jupiter into retrograde motion. Yes, starting from November 12th, the Guru Bhagavan, Lord Jupiter, will be in retrograde for 120 days. So, how will this retrograde phase of Guru Bhagavan affect all the zodiac signs? Let's examine how it will affect the signs. Today, let's focus on the Vrischika Rashi, Scorpio sign. As we know, those belonging to the Scorpio sign often face many difficulties, struggles, and days where they don't know what to do next. All paths seem closed. It is one of the signs that faces a lot of suffering. It is the 8th house of the natural zodiac, Kalapurusha, the sign that must endure all kinds of troubles. Despite having internal struggles, they don't show it externally and work with sincerity and dedication. I won't generally talk about the stars nakshatras in today's video. In this video, we will generally discuss the effect of the retrograde Guru on the Scorpio sign, as well as the Sun's transit into Scorpio, which starts around November 17th. We all know the significance of the Vrischika Masam, Scorpio month. Let's try to understand in this video why the Scorpio month is so special. Also, this time, the special nature of Scorpio is unlike other planetary transits. The retrograde motion of Jupiter is very important. I want to tell you one more thing. If anyone is rejecting you, or discouraging you, don't worry about it. Do you know why? People generally have a tendency not to buy expensive things, they usually choose cheaper items. Just keep that thought in your mind. Therefore, the people of the Scorpio sign, who are very valuable, should not worry about rejection. We know how much pain they endure, right? Okay, let's now get back to the main subject. You no longer have to worry, the good times have arrived for the Scorpio sign. These 120 days will be a very auspicious time for Scorpio. Why? As I said, Brihaspati, or Jupiter, the planet that bestows all good things in the birth chart, is the planet that stores all our positive energies. Now, for your sign, the Scorpio sign, which I am talking about, Jupiter has come to the 9th house. As we know, this happens through a great change, as Jupiter is exalted in Cancer Karkataka. This time, the Guru has come to the 9th house of Scorpio. So, what happens? Okay, coming to Cancer is positive. But not only that, friends, we know that now Jupiter is moving into retrograde. What is retrograde motion, Vakram? We know that retrograde does not mean the planets are moving backward. Each planet has a specific speed at which it orbits the Earth. Jupiter usually takes 1 year, Saturn takes 2.25 years, Rahu and Ketu take 1.5 years, Mars takes 45 days, and Mercury takes 22 days. Each one has its calculation of the time it takes to move from one sign to another. However, when viewed from Earth, due to the variation in the speed of the planet and the speed of the Earth orbiting the Sun, it sometimes appears as if the planets are moving backward. It is only an illusion, but it is highly effective. It strongly affects all living beings on Earth. When a planet is in retrograde, it casts a very deep gaze on that sign. A deep gaze means it begins to deliver the results of that house very profoundly. Any planet that goes into retrograde starts to give the deep results related to the significations Karakatwas of that house. Such a deep period has arrived. Fortunately, for the Scorpio sign, Jupiter is moving into retrograde in the 9th house. Therefore, Jupiter will certainly work deeply on the 9th house, the house of fortune. Due to this, what will happen? Those who are struggling in their work or facing problems in the workplace will definitely find luck supporting them and will begin to get many opportunities to move forward. Another thing is, as you know, Jupiter gives more power to the houses it aspects, looks at, than the house it occupies. Therefore, Jupiter also aspects the 3rd house and the 5th house. Additionally, from the 9th house, in retrograde motion, it also aspects the 8th house. Looking at the 3rd house means your efforts and endeavors will succeed, as the 3rd house represents effort. Small trips will be positive. You will gain a good energy and motivation to do new things. New paths will open up for you. The 5th house is the place of peace of mind, Mana Samadhanam, and is also the house of children, Putrastanam. Jupiter aspecting the 5th house will ensure prosperity related to children. If there are any difficulties, they are likely to clear up. The Guru will pave the way for peace of mind. Although I am telling you all this, as you all know, only 10% to 15% of the results are determined by these transits Gocharam. The rest depends on whether the guru is beneficial or malefic in your Aruta Lagna ascendant. We all know that one event is not fixed just by 10% or 5%. About 30% is decided by the birth chart's planetary positions, and another 30% is decided by the Dasha Bhukti, planetary period cycles. So, the knowledge we gain from the Gochara transit of planets is only about 10%. However, 10% has great value. For example, a person writing a NEET exam can lose the chance by a difference of just 1 mark. When we consider that, the 10% factor is definitely valuable. Therefore, we must use the positive influence of Jupiter. If you have a strong planet in your birth chart, you will see a very good change. You must definitely check with an astrologer Jyotishacharya to see if Jupiter and other planets are strong in your chart. If not, you must seek remedies and strengthen those planets through karmic remedies. This is very essential. I will tell you an example. Sometimes, some people are very rigid. They believe, I am right, and I will not change my stance. They make their minds like a stone. In most of their horoscopes, the moon is very strong, overpowering. This means their mind itself will destroy them. Conversely, in some charts, there is a lot of confusion, a state of being unstable, constantly changing opinions, thinking one thing is good, then changing their mind the next second. This shows a weak moon in the chart. Where there is a lack of strength, difficulties arise. So, what we need is an average state. No planet should be too overpowering, nor should it be too weak. There should be a balance. To achieve this, we must understand the condition and strength of the planets in our birth chart, find the appropriate remedies, and balance them out. That is the wise thing to do. For example, if the Dasha major period of Mercury is about to start, and Mercury is very strong in your birth chart, you can certainly expect good results, such as success in education, acquiring good documents, or the ability to achieve things during that time. However, if Mercury is weak in your birth chart and its Dasha is coming, be warned, there is a chance of obstacles in education, and you should be very careful about signing any important documents. This applies to all planets. I used Mercury as an example. Let's return to our subject. The 9th house position of Jupiter is very good. At the same time, Scorpio natives, you must consider one more thing. Jupiter is also aspecting the 8th house. When the Guru aspects the 8th house, you must be very careful about your diet. This is a time when various types of food poisoning can occur. Be careful because the aspect of Jupiter on the 8th house can create this. Also, it is a time when your body weight can increase significantly. Jupiter is a large planet. According to medical astrology, this period can lead to an automatic increase in weight. Once you know this, you simply have to take the necessary precautions and remedies. Furthermore, you have a good time until December 3rd, 11th. After December 3rd, Scorpios will be able to travel abroad and achieve many things abroad because the 9th house will be active. The 9th house represents foreign countries. This is a great period of success. Students pursuing higher education after 10th, 12th grade to degree, post-graduation level, will also have a very good time. They will be able to concentrate more on their studies, write good exams, and get into good jobs during this 120-day period. Therefore, everyone should use this time wisely. Also, Scorpio natives are getting a jackpot. Do you know what it is? The sun is debilitated in the Libra sign. We know that the sun comes into its debilitated sign in Libra. Now, that weak state of the sun has changed, and it is coming out of its debilitated sign, Nisha Rashi. When any planet comes out of its debilitated sign, which is a time when its power is lost, that planet experiences a rebirth, a joy, a good feeling. This time, the sun is coming into the Lagna, ascendant, of Scorpio. When the sun comes to the ascendant of the Scorpio sign, Lord Sun also provides a path to move forward with a very positive, powerful, and energetic mind. So, since two very great planets are bringing such a positive period for the Scorpio sign, my dear friends, you should not worry. Good times are coming, and you only need to use them correctly. Using them correctly means, if there are any defects or weaknesses of Jupiter or the Sun in your natal chart Jathakam, you must find out the percentage of the issue, determine the correct remedy, and implement it. By doing so, you will certainly escape from the difficult situation you are currently in. You will escape, you will escape. I am ready to help you with this now. If you would like me to check your birth chart Jathakam, please contact me on my WhatsApp number. Send a message, and I will definitely call you back. We can discuss it and do the necessary things. Please do not forget to listen to, share, like, and subscribe to this video. Sharing this with others would be a great help. Namaskaram, salutations.